All right, let's check it out. We're getting ready to go live on TikTok as well. Nope, that's not right. There we are. This is what I want. So I'm trying to get the settings together. All right. Part of me feels like I should pee before I really start. I'm so sorry, YouTube. I'll be right back. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have got live yet. All right, I am back. I'm glad that nobody comes on my YouTube. All right, let's go on to TikTok. Hello, my friends. My name is Melody. I am a clairvoyant medium who can see, feel, and hear spirit. And if you're interested in a reading, we are doing some freebies right meow. So go ahead and get your readings in by putting your name and the topic matter in the comment section below. And you may be receiving a free reading here live today on the internet. Hey, Jennifer, I just messaged you back. So if you want to message me back with like your email address, I can screenshot my professional human design reading that we gave you or the chart. But you can also get them for free if you just do a Goog, just human design. Mybodygraph.com is my favorite. But yeah, if you want to get the chart that I use, you can email me or you can look it up for free. But I'm glad to see ya. Alrighty, guys. Hi, welcome. My name is Melody. Thank you. I will do that. Wonderful. But my name is Melody. I am a clairvoyant who can see, feel, and hear spirit. And if you're interested, hi, Judy girl, to get a reading, we're doing freebies at this time. Go ahead and put your name and the topic matter in the comment section below, and you may be receiving a free reading here live today on the internet. All right, Judy, let's go ahead and do your general reading here for Judy. Spirit, what does Judy need to know? Spirit, what does Judy need to know? Spirit, what does Judy need to know? What's going on for our friend Judy? All right, one more because it feels right. Oh, how many came out? Too many. Actually, not too many at all. We're going to keep them. We're going to keep them even though I was going to shuffle here. We're still going to split the deck at the bottom card here, which is the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is a card of chaos. Like, you don't know what's going on. You don't know who's hitting you. You don't know who you're hitting. It's just a bunch of kids swinging their wands, hitting a bunch of people in a very chaotic manner. So there could be some conflict going on that feels a bit bad, bit rough housing, if you will. But these cards came flying out of the deck. Hi, Sylvia. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Thanks for liking the live already. I appreciate you. But things are going to change. Things are going to go change. You need to trust yourself and your intuition with the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is a card of new beginnings, or a beginning, I should say, not a new one because aces are new ones, but this is a beginning. Whether you are leaning into your intuition, leaning into your creativity, or leaning into your emotions, like there is something here that you can trust. So trust your intuition is what I'm getting the most. We also have the Knight of Swords, which is a fast moving paced card. This is the second fastest moving card in tarot. So if you are moving forward, whatever you're beginning, whatever you're doing is going to move fast, and you're going to receive karmic gifts because of it. The Six of Pentacles is the karmic gift card. To receive karmic gifts, though, you do have to go through something, right? Chaos. Oh, Tower moment even. Chaos though. Very interesting that Tower was at the bottom there, under this one. But this is very much like you had to go through this so you could learn to trust yourself so that you can move forward knowing that you're going to receive something that is karmically meant for you to receive, a gift of money, a gift of, your physical, spiritual gifts, your psychic gifts, if you will. Or any other type of help that you may need to receive, you are going to receive it. All right, Judy, I hope that made sense. I hope that gave you some clarity. I hope it gave you some insight, and thank you for being a regular. Thank you for always being here and getting your reading here today. All right, guys, so we are still doing freebies. Put your name and the topic matter in the comments section below, and you may be receiving a free reading here. So go ahead and do a comment. I don't scroll back up, so if you've already commented, just go ahead and comment again. I do that as a tactic, to be completely honest with you guys, because the more comments I get, the more I get thrown out to the algorithm, so I don't scroll up for the freebies. All right, Jen, we'll go ahead and do yours. Jen. Spirit, this is for Jen. What does Jen need to know? Spirit, what does Jen need to know? Spirit, what does Jen need to know? What's going on for our friend Jen here? All right, one more. All right, we at the bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Pentacles. We got 2 5s at the bottom of the deck just in a row. Last one was 5 of Wands. Now we have 5 of Pentacles. The 5s are all conflict. Every 5 in the deck is a conflict card. You're going to see it in some fashion. Like, these people have been unceremoniously kicked out of the church, and now they're out in the cold and they're feeling desolate. They don't know where to go. They don't know where to continue. They don't know what the next step is going to be. They just need to keep moving. That's what they're doing here. They're literally moving. So keep moving out of the conflict that you may be experiencing. Literally keep moving, because you're holding yourself back. The more that you acknowledge the emotions you may be feeling about a certain conflict, the more you're going to be able to loosen these, loosen these ropes, take the blindfold off, and walk away from whatever is not serving you, whatever is making you feel stuck, because there's literally nothing in your way. It's your mindset, it's your emotions that are keeping you there. Swords are the mind, water is the emotions, okay? And the more that you allow yourself to say, hey, I'm no longer holding myself back. I'm going to say what I feel what I say, go out there and not get myself feeling like I'm in a position where I'm between a rock and a hard place. I'm going to take my power back. Again, 5s are all conflict, right? We got 2 5s, and literally we pulled 3 in the last 5 minutes, which is interesting as well. But you can see they had a conflict, but she came out victorious. She is taking her power back. That's what the 5 of Swords to me is, the take your power back card, saying, I'm not going to stand for what's making me feel held back. Instead, I'm going to stand up for myself. I'm going to say what I need to say, because swords are not just the mind, it's also communication, because you need air to communicate. Swords are air, the element of air. So just know you are taking your power back. You are going to be able to convey yourself very appropriately. You're no longer afraid of holding yourself back, or what are they going to think about me if I do this or if I do that? You're not worried about that. Now it's about you to say, hey, I'm tired of feeling out in the cold and desolate. I'm tired of being in a position where I'm not being served. I'm going to change that. So go ahead and change that. So hopefully that made sense there, Jen. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for getting a free reading. I hope that made sense. All right, guys, continue with your comments here. What type of reading are we doing? Name and topic is all I need. Jen, thank you so much for the tiny, tiny roar. Nicole, we're going to do your love reading. You're welcome, Jennifer. Hopefully it's okay that I called you Jen. If you don't like the word, if you don't like me calling you Jen, just let me know and I won't call you that again. All right. So this is Nicole. We're doing a love reading for Nicole. Thank you for liking the live, you guys. I saw Nicole. I see Sylvia. Thank you so much for liking the live. All right. This is for Nicole. Spirit, what does Nicole need to know about love? That is what I go by. Actually, you just knew that, didn't you? I mean, I had a feeling. All right, let's see what's going on. One more shuffle here, Nicole. All right, that feels good. All right, the Knight of Pentacles. I dig it. I dig it. He's like my favorite knight out of all of the knights. A knight is somebody here who's actionable. They're taking action. The pentacles are solid. They're solidified. Their money, their career, finances, things that are bringing in stability, big ticket items, even. So whatever is going on, this is the only horse out of the knights that is not moving. All four legs are firmly on the ground. There's stability with this knight. There's something we're building upon with this knight. So there is something that is going to come in that's going to be a steady stream of income, finances, or a steady stream of stability coming your way. So let's see, especially when we're talking about love. I love to see him in a love reading. I do. It's true. I love to see him in a love reading. Wow, you got another knight. Out of a 3-card reading, having 2 out of the 4 knights, crazy. The Nine of Swords is something you're worried about, something that is keeping you up at night. It's on your mind. Again, the swords are the suit of the mind because they're air. Make sure that you are not overthinking things, making sure that you're not allowing your anxiety to get the better of you. And if there is something going on in love that is giving you anxiety, it's best to question why you're feeling that anxiety. What has brought that anxiety in? Now, we do also have the Knight of Swords. This card, again, is the fastest moving card. You have nothing but swords and a pentacle, okay? Nothing but swords and a pentacle. So there's a lot going on in the mind, a lot going on with maybe the lack of communication or just straight up overthinking something where I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel good enough to even sleep at night because it's haunting me in my sleep. But you're going to take off, okay? You're going to either say, hey, I can choose what my mind thinks of. When I start to think that thought, I nip it in the bud. I say, nope, we're not thinking that thought anymore. That thought's not here anymore. No, thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye, thought. Goodbye. Like that type of thing. You have the choice to do that, to think about something else, distract your brain with something else, reading a book. TV will make your brain wander unless you're like super focused in on something that's really exciting. But really, there's something here that you're moving on from that's going to allow you this space and time to really get that solidification of what it is that you want and really get that steady love coming in. But right now, it doesn't feel that way, but that's the goal, especially with these 2 cards right here. Like, the second fastest moving card in tarot is the Knight of Swords. So there is something moving in fast. It's giving you a little bit of a hesitation. If it feels wrong in the body, don't do it. Thank you, Lindy Lou, for the heart me. Don't do it. If it feels wrong in the body, don't do it. If it does feel right in the body, go for it. But don't try to convince yourself that a bad feeling is a good feeling, because we tend to do that when it comes to love, especially. Like, we just want this to work. We just want it to work. It's not worth it sometimes. Sometimes it's not worth it. All right. Especially because sometimes we get into a relationship with somebody who is not at all going to be protective of us. You're very welcome, Nicole. Oh, thank you for the hand hearts, Lindy Lou. I appreciate you. All right, guys. So we are moving on to the donated reading. So we have completed the freebies. So if you're interested in a reading, it's a $15 donation. Check it out. You know where to check it out at. And if you needed help, I have this fancy thing here, but it's all in where you can find it. All right. But I hope everyone's doing well on this Wednesday. I hope everyone is doing the damn thing today. Whatever the damn thing is for you. But Nicole, I hope that reading made sense. I hope it gave you some clarity. I hope it gave you some insight. And thank you so much for asking your question. I appreciate you. And oh, guys, just so you know, if you donate $15, you're going to get a 5-minute reading, and it's of your choice. I do psychic readings, I do mediumship readings, and I do human design readings. So I do 3 different modalities here. So go ahead and submit your donation right here. Bloop, bloop. And then you will be able to get your 5-minute reading when you come right back here. Omgina? I hope that's how you say that, Omjina. Thank you so much for your question. Go ahead and submit your $15 donation to receive your 5-minute reading. Also, for those of you who may not know, I also record on a hopefully you guys know sign language. This is the letter Y if you don't know the sign language, and this is the letter T. So if you're on that, you're going to see that I'm recording right now, and so you'll be able to access your reading anytime you like. I do give you a timestamp, so you always have access to your reading if you'd like it. But welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much. Sylvia, girl, shit. You and Nicole are killing it. I don't know if Nicole's still here, but killing it. We're almost at 7,000 likes. Hell yeah, dude. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much for your help. Tina, thank you for the heart me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate you guys. All right. Thank you so much, Jen. I see you liking the live as well. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And guys, if you're interested in a reading, now's the time to get on the list. There's nobody currently on the list. If you want a 5-minute reading, it's a $15 donation. You're going to find, you're going to find a lot of clarity. You're going to find a lot of insight. If you do a psychic reading, I do mediumship where I connect with people who passed away into the spiritual realm. I do a direct connection. So you tell me who we're getting in contact with. And then lastly, I do human design readings, which is a chart reading all about your energy, specifically about you. What type of energy do you possess? How do you work specifically with your individual type of energy? And how do you trust your body when making decisions? Because the body never forgets a damn thing, ever, ever, ever. Hi, Jason. Welcome in. Thank you, Spirit, for being here. Spirit makes me burp for those of you who are unaware. So we're just waiting on the next reading to come through. Hey, Steph. Lane Light, I can do a reading for you. Absolutely. It's a $15 donation for a 5-minute reading. Pinned to the live chat is the link you're going to need to use. If I say too much, the other app I'm on will block me. Oh, okay. They didn't want to send in a donation. That's okay. You don't have to remove your message, though. But either way, that's all right. I'm here whenever you need. Always for a $15 donation for a 5-minute reading. All righty. I hope you're doing well, Steph. I hope things are going good on this Wednesday. I hope that for everybody. But it's so funny. YouTube, damn it. The place I'm recording on gives you the option to retract your message. And this person asked if they could have a reading and then retracted their message. This is the deck that I'm using. It's called the Modern Witch Tarot deck. So if you're interested in that, you can screenshot this right now. I love this deck. It's just a modern take on the Rider-Waite deck, which I really love. But if this card deck ever gives out, I will be going right back to the Rider-Waite, or maybe I'll buy another Modern Witch. But I just really like things that are close to the traditional cards. That's just me. I just like it. I like the imagery that the traditional cards give, the stories they give, things like that. Every card deck's a little bit different, but this is almost a direct take off of the Rider-Waite deck. Words are hard, guys. But there's others that are I have a Poe deck. I can't show you them right now because they're in storage somewhere. But I do have an Edgar Allan Poe deck that is very different. Very, very different. And I actually don't use it basically at all because, one, it's a collector's item, period. Two, I don't want to ruin the red foil on it. It's beautiful. I wish I could show you that deck. My brother and my sister-in-law got it for me on their honeymoon, actually. They went to the Edgar Allan Poe museum, and they saw the tarot deck, and my brother's like, oh, yeah, it's good luck to gift her a tarot deck, so let me get this for Melody. So I have a really great brother who's really supportive of what I do. My whole family is, really. We're doing a deck exchange for the holiday season, all wrapping in the same paper and picking the one that calls to us. Oh, that's so cool. I love that, Murky Mama. That's amazing. That's beautiful. That's a great idea. I'm a solitary witch, so I don't really have like other witches that I like commune with or hang out with or anything like that. I just have my girlfriends who are like the best people ever, but they don't read. They don't read. They call me to read them. So, but that would be really fun if I had a coven or people who, in the witchy community that I actually hung out with. Oh, it's just for the family. Oh, that's even more interesting. I love it. They all collect decks. Oh, that's so cool. I wish my family did that low key, but also they're very uniquely them. And I'm very proud of every single one of them they've done with their lives. But yeah, that's awesome. I love it so much. All right, guys, we are still waiting on our next donation to come through. A $15 donation gets you a 5-minute reading of your choice. I do psychic readings. I do mediumship readings. I do human design readings. So if you are interested in a reading, go ahead and submit that $15 donation. And let me know what type of reading we're doing. I get you clarity and insight on any matter that you need a topic on: love, finance, health, career, my relationship, general, your relationship, not my relationship. I already got clarity on that, I feel. But if you're interested in a reading, that's what I do here. Some just pick a card a day. Some do 3 cards each day. So they're reading every day for themselves. That's amazing. Hopefully they're listening to the cards. If you're ever interested in a more Celtic deck for beautiful imagery, the Sacred Circle is Chef's Kiss. Ooh, I'll check it out. Oh, thank you so much, Murky Mama. Said you're super cute to watch. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm like super duper a lot. That's very kind. But yeah, I'll take a look at the Sacred Circle. Actually, I mean, I got time right now. Why don't I just do a Google? I'm doing a Google right now. Yeah, anytime. Tarot. I do love a Celtic deck. Ooh, Llewellyn. I like to shop from them. Let me see if they give me pictures. I want to see more pictures. Oh, they're there. Interesting. It's almost like some of them are traditional tarot, but others look like potentially a little oracle-y. I don't like them. Very cute. Oh, sorry, guys. People left. I should have shared maybe, but I already got out of it. But we are doing human design readings, psychic readings, and mediumship readings here. It's all for a $15 donation for a 5-minute reading. If you're interested in a reading, this is how you can get on the list. Right now, there is nobody on the list, so go ahead and get your donation in now, and we'll get your reading right away. Hi, Brandy. Welcome in. Hi, Kelly. Welcome in. Thank you guys for liking the live. I really appreciate it so much. We've been on for about 20 minutes now and receiving like almost 10,000 likes, which is wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Jeanette, welcome in. You guys are killing the likes today. Whoop, whoop. I see Brandy liking. I see Kelly liking. I have to like say my words right or my tongue will be lazy. I was wondering why I didn't see you earlier. I actually had a private reading at 11 that went until a little afternoon. So I decided to go on at 12:30 today. So I'll probably be on to 3:30 today if everything goes well. Hi, Aaliyah. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. You guys are killing it. I appreciate you guys so much. Like, truly, truly, I do. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Oh, thank you for the heart, Melia. Got the number 3 gift badge. Whoop, whoop. Even though it looks like a time clock and not a gift, I always thought that was like a timer, but that's actually like a gift, that little badge. I got to get really close to the I'm like, what is this? That's so funny. Thank you, Aaliyah, for liking the live as well. So we already did the freebies. We're just waiting on the next donation to come through. I only do freebies for a very short amount of time. So hopefully you get notified when I go live. I hope. I don't know. Some people have been saying they don't get notified. But if you hop on right away, usually the first person that comments gets it, like guarantees it. Oh, you don't? It's okay. I don't know if you have the notifications on or not. If you don't have them on, that's totally fine. You can turn them on if you want. Oh, Jen got notified today. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. But yeah, if you don't have the notifications on, that's okay. But you can turn them on if you like to try to get that free reading here. I do, but they still don't come through, so it's weird. That is so strange. I don't know why. I don't know why they do what they do on this app. I really don't understand it at all. It's a very confusing, this app. It is. Lordy, I know it's crazy. It literally is. It's like people are wanting to get notified for a reason, and then you're not notifying anybody that wants to get notified. Weird AF. Wow, we're so close to 10,000 already. You know, since we're going slow, as soon as we get to 10,000, we'll do a collective. There it goes. There it is. So let's go ahead and do a collective reading here. Spirit, we're going to call in the energy of the collective here. Spirit, what does the collective need to know? Spirit, what does the collective need to know? Spirit, what does the collective need to know? What's going on for the collective? Thank you for reposting. I really appreciate that, Sylvia. That's really nice. I didn't even know you could repost a live. That's fucking awesome. Must be new. So we have justice at the bottom of the deck. So this is equality, fairness. Some of us are dealing with legal issues and legal problems or the justice system in general. But this is a card of Libra. Libra is all about the scales. They are the scales in the zodiac. So just know whatever's coming in, we're aiming for balance. Thank you for sharing, Jen. We're aiming for balance. We're aiming for fairness. We're even aiming for equality, things like that. So let's see what's going on. All right. So for some of us, there's going to be a choice that we have to make that's going to be like really quick, right? That's just funny. I had jury duty the past few days. I love jury duty. I haven't had it. I only had it once, and it was criminal court, but it got settled out of court. So I couldn't say what I thought was happening, but I definitely thought the dude was making a bigger deal than needed be or something like that. But either way, something that's going to come in quick that you have to make a choice on that's going to feel chaotic. All right. If you know your human design type and you're an emotional, you are not made to make in moment decisions. Okay. But there's somebody here that might be hounding you. Hi, Chrissy, to make a decision, to say, hey, like, this is what I need. This is what I'm looking for. This is, I need you to make this choice right now. And some of us might be like, I don't know. I feel really confused. My emotions are everywhere. So some of us need to meditate, clean your house, or work out, something that's going to distract your brain. Whatever distracts your brain works. Then get to an energetic neutral, and then you're going to make your decision from there. Once you make your decision, your brain's going to turn back on and say, but trust that clarity for those of you who are emotional. Otherwise, if you're sacral, if you are splenic, I couldn't think of what I was. I'm splenic. You can make in-moment decisions. All right. So check that out. Oh, the clean the house was for me. So perfect. So Jen, go ahead and if you are, I don't know. I don't think you're emotional though. I think you are sacral. I'm pretty sure we did your reading yesterday and you were sacral. Yeah, you're sacral. You actually don't have your solar plexus or your emotional center defined at all. So you reflect, you absorb other people's emotions, shake them up, and reflect them back at other people. But you might just be saying, like, I need to clean my house, which is totally fair. But we are ending with two kings here. These two kings are both the fire signs and the air signs. What makes fire go? Oxygen. These two work in tandem together. Okay. So I got to clean someone else's house. You're so funny. How do I get our human design done? I can do it here if you like. It's a $15 donation for a 5-minute reading. You can also look it up you know where to look things up on. You can just put human design, generate some free charts if you like. But if you want a professional's opinion on it, go ahead and submit your $15 donation, get a 5-minute reading, and we'll tell you about your energy, how you work with it, and how you can trust yourself with making decisions. Ryan, thank you so much for the follow. But these two work in tandem together because they're fire and air. Air and fire work together. This card is ready to take off. They are uncrossing their feet. Their fist is balled. They are not flush with the back of their throne. They're ready to take action. And this card's not afraid of confrontation. This is why they are looking directly at you. They are ready to make a change. They're ready to say, hey, something's not working, and I'm going to confront that head on. So whatever choice you need to make that feels chaotic and it's going to happen really quickly, just know that you are ready for it. You're ready for transformation. You're ready to take on the next thing. You're ready to move forward. But if you need to wait for things to, get emotionally neutral, if you're an emotional anything, definitely do that before making a decision, because you could be rushing into a decision that's not meant for you. Okay. But I do hope that made sense for you guys, for the collective. Thank you so much for getting us up to 10,000 likes so quickly. I really appreciate that. And guys, we are doing readings for a donated $15 for 5 minutes. So go ahead and get your donation in, and we will be able to get your reading underway right away. There is no wait. There is no wait. All right, welcome in, you guys. Thanks for hanging out. My name's Melody. If anyone has never seen my face before, hi, hello, how are you? I'm doing well, just here as a psychic medium, doing tarot, doing mediumship, and doing human design, all for 5 minutes, no matter what it is. It's all a flat rate of a $15 donation for 5 minutes. If you're interested in any of those, I'd be happy to give you that reading. Jen, I got you. Thank you, Jen. What type of reading are we doing today, my love? And guys, no one's after Jen, so if you want to be after Jen, go ahead and submit your donation in now. Mediumship, wonderful. Just to verify who we want to connect with, just in case anything's changed, I just want to verify. Reach your dad. Okay, let's see what's going on. And I do evidential mediumship here for anyone who is unaware. And Jen, your timestamp is 33 minutes, 30 seconds, which would make it 333, which makes a very spiritual number. Ricardo. Okay, thank you so much. Melanie, thank you so much for the follow. All right, Spirit, this is for our friend Jen. Jen? Spirit, what is Jen? No, sorry. We're getting in contact with Jen's dad. Jen's dad. With your dad, I get a lot of smarts with him. Like a lot, like I feel like he was an academic or somebody who was really smart. Maybe he liked to read. Maybe he liked school. Maybe he was an engineer. I'm not sure, but I just get like very smart energy with him. Let me know if that makes sense by saying yes, no, or I don't know. Nothing more, nothing less. But he just feels like he knew everything. Melanie, it's a $15 donation if you're interested in a reading. You can find it. She says, I don't know. But he just gives me like this very like he knows things. Like he knows how things work. Like he sees pattern recognition. I get that a lot with him, with this energy. But let's get something that Jen would know, Dad. It feels like to me, with his energy, I heard couch potato as well. So he might have been somebody who's really smart, but like somebody who maybe has been perceived a little bit lazy, like to sit down and watch TV and relax. He might have been a non-sacral, which you probably don't know if he was a sacral or non-sacral, because I'm pretty sure that made sense. Okay, good. Where I feel like you really love to sit down on the couch. He makes me feel like he watched a lot of like NCIS or like Law and Order type shows, like those police shows, detective shows, if you will. I just feel like I get a kick out of that. Like I really love that show. Like that's how I feel about it. I don't actually like that show at all. But it feels like that show would be a show like I was watching NCIS, I was watching Law and Order, I was watching, all the other spinoffs and things like that too. So I feel like he was really into those types of shows of like murder mystery shows, if you will. Ooh, thank you, Spirit. Spirit makes me burp for anyone who's unaware. There's something here with like really taking his responsibilities and being like, I'll get them done, but like not really doing them. Like, I feel like there was a lot that your mom had to pick up the slack for, because your dad was just like, I'm so tired, or I'm not ready, or I want to sit, or I want to do that. So I feel like your mom had to pick up a lot of the slack that your dad wasn't really participating in, whether they're divorced or married. It feels like they might have had like a separation time, but they feel like they were married until his passing. But I feel like there was like a small time of like, I need a break from you. Maybe he slept on the couch during this time. She said yes. Dad makes me feel like he might have passed away when you were younger, like maybe teenage years, maybe young 20s, but like it feels like young to me. It feels like maybe young teenage. I feel like part of like him wanting to sit might have been due to like some sort of illness. Whether it's, I get alcoholism coming in as well, and I do think alcoholism is a illness, because I think addiction is an illness. But there's something here that might be like contributing to his laziness or contributing to his illness. Hopefully that makes sense there, Jen. Yes, it was. Okay. There's something here that just makes me feel like I wish I would have done better. I don't think he was a bad dad by any means. I really don't. I feel like he was there. I think he was present in your life. I just think he wishes he was more there, more present, more accessible to you. I feel like there's some sort of like guilt about that he has. Like I feel like he feels like he could have been a better parent. But it doesn't jeopardize how much he loved you, how much he cared for you. I just don't think he knew how to show it, type of thing. Like, I really don't know if he knew how to show that. Yes, that was our last conversation. Oh my goodness. Life through aliens. Thank you so much for a lens, not aliens, a lens. Thank you for the follow. I'd be happy to give you some guidance. It's a $15 donation for a 5-minute reading. If you're interested in that, you would be next. Sorry, she's laughing with me. I was like, aliens? No, that's a lens. Learn how to read. But Jen, I hope that made sense. I hope that gave you some clarity. I hope it gave you some insight. It's good to get that evidence of like, that was our last conversation, like of him being guilty of like wishing to be a better parent. But he makes me feel like he left your life very like early on in your life. But just know there is still love here. Like he loved you. He just didn't know how to show it. He didn't know how to do it. It was something he was stuck on. But I love you, Jen. Thank you so much for submitting your $15 donation to receive your 5-minute reading. If anyone else is interested, there is no wait at this time. Go ahead and submit your donation to receive a 5-minute reading of your choice. I do psychic readings, mediumship readings, and human design readings. So if you're interested in any of those modalities, feel free to submit that donation, and you're going to be right away. Again, there is no wait. And if you want more information on that, here it is. there it is. This is what I accept here. And then if you're interested in a private reading, that's how you set that up. But while we wait for the next donation to come through, I'm going to go to the bathroom super quick. So BRB, yo. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. All right, I'm back. Sorry. Thanks for guys for staying. I really appreciate that. 111 on the clock. Manifestations coming true. And 11 people were in here. We did lose one while I went pee. But let me see if we missed anything just in case. All right, nothing there. All righty. So we're waiting on the next donation to come through, guys. Looks like I didn't miss anything on the way to the bathroom. But I do psychic readings. You can see I do 5-minute readings. How can I do this? 5-minute readings for a $15 donation. You can find that there through here and use any of these. Okay. I can't keep it on there for too long because they will restrict my live, and I don't want to be restricted. I don't want to be restricted anymore. Woo! Sorry, I drank a lot of stuff this morning. I drank probably a glass and a half of water. I had a tea, and I'm also doing mushroom coffee. My partner drinks mushroom coffee, and he thinks it's going to help my stomach to have a healthy biome of different mushrooms in me, I guess. Like there's lion's mane. There is, oh God, what is it? It's in The Last of Us. It starts with a C. It's not Cetaphil. I keep wanting to say Cetaphil. I can't think of the name of it. What does it taste like? Actually, it tastes like if you have the right amount, it tastes like chocolate. It tastes like chocolate. But it also tastes a little bit like coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker. I hate coffee, but this I can manage. It's organic coffee. What's mushrooms coffee? It's literally mushrooms. Here, I'll get the bag. I'll show it to you. Cordyceps. That's what the names are. But this is it. It literally tastes like chocolate for the most part. If you have too much, it tastes gross. If you have too little, it also tastes gross. But for the most part, it's really good. It has cordyceps, shiitake mushroom, turkey tail mushroom, reishi mushrooms, lion's mane, and king trumpet. Yeah, it's just powder, basically. So they give you a spoon to use even. And I'm not promoting this. It's not like, oh, click my link and get, no, I don't, this is just something I'm drinking. It's literally powder. So you take like a little spoonful, you put it in your mug. I put sugar and I also put cream in mine. Cream is also milk for me. I don't actually drink half and half or anything like that. I'm not opposed to it. I just grew up with milk in my tea. Judge me if you want. Madam Peacock, thank you for the follow. And honestly, I like it. It's pretty good. Again, it tastes like chocolate if you have the right amount into it. And I love chocolate. Chocolate's my thing. You can do it hot, cold. It's good. Marshall, it's a $15 donation if you're interested in a reading. Hopefully that helps. So if you're interested in that reading, go ahead and visit here. And unfortunately, I don't really know sign language, like actual sign language. I just know YT. I know most of the alphabet. I used to know all the alphabet when I was a kid, but I don't remember anymore. But yeah, it's a $15 donation for a 5-minute reading if you're interested in getting a reading of your choice. I do psychic readings, mediumship readings, and human design readings. All right, just waiting on the next reading to come through, guys. What's up? How's everyone doing today? Why are Wednesdays so terrible? Can anyone answer why Wednesdays are so rough? Like last Wednesday, we were having issues as well. So that's always super duper fun. But yeah, Wednesdays are supposed to be, Thursdays are Jupiter's day. Wednesday, so let's see. Sunday is the sun's day. Monday's the moon's day. Tuesday is, I think, Mars. Angela, thank you so much. We're going to do a mediumship reading for you. Who are we getting in contact, Angela? I do a direct connection, so you let me know the relationship to the person. Mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, brother, sister, husband, wife. If they don't have a traditional relationship with you, go ahead and let me know their first name only. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay, we're going to do mom. All right, Angela. Your timestamp's going to be, I'm going to say 49 minutes. Okay, I'm going to sit here just for a moment and really get into a good connection here. I'm feeling something immediately in the neck, almost where that ligament is, right there in your neck. This is coming through, being highlighted. This is for Angela. Spirit, we're getting in contact with Angela's mom. Angela's mom. Like that's really being really highlighted. So I don't know if she hurt her neck or she had some sort of issue happening in her neck, or maybe her lymph nodes, but it's not in my lymph nodes. It's literally in like where my ligament is in my neck. When I think about her, she makes me feel like she had gotten ill. And this feels like a potential like cancer or an autoimmune issue that she might have had. I feel like she fought it for a while, like a long while. Let me know if that makes sense by saying yes, no, I don't know. Those are the only answers I'm looking for. But she makes me feel like when she was healthy, unsure. Okay. Well, she makes me feel like when she was healthy, that she was like out there, like hippie like. Maybe she had free love. Maybe it was like um, smoking some schmeed. Like, I don't know if you know that about your mom, but she feels very hippie like to me. Very like carefree. Like really like enjoying nature comes in a lot with her as well. Maybe she's somebody who used to go on hikes and things like that, or just being outside in nature. Let me know if that makes sense here. Because I just keep seeing her like spinning in like a field of daisies, like this imagery. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay. I feel like she was very natural. Like, I don't know if she wore a lot of makeup, if makeup at all, but always looking for like a natural remedy. Like, you got a sore throat, let's get honey in your tea. If you got this, let's do that. Like, very like, what's the word? There's a specific word for that. It starts with an H. Fuck, I can't think of it. It will come in. Um, holistic. Holistic. That's the word I was looking for. Was holistic. It feels very holistic to me. She might have been into all this stuff, like tarot, Reiki, things like that. She might have really been like into it. I do feel a little like selfish vibes from her as well. Maybe she really put herself first all the time, which is fine. You should be putting yourself first, but it might have been like everyone else on the back burner instead of sharing the front burners because there's more than one front burner. Um, but that's how she feels like. She feels like she had very selfish moments where she was just like, it's my life, this is what I'm doing, this is what we're doing. And I feel like she was sassy about it. I just feel like a separation as well. So I don't know if there's something that like separated you two, like before her passing, but there just makes me feel like there's some sort of separation here. Let me know if any of this makes sense. You can keep saying yes, no, I don't know. You don't need me to prompt you. Just you can let me know. Yes, absolutely. Okay. Um, I feel like this separation, honestly, even though it was hard, makes me feel like it was for your benefit. So maybe mom got mixed up with rugs or some bad crowd or something like that. It didn't really feel like rugs right away. It did feel like she passed away from some sort of actual illness here. Jennifer, thank you so much. I got you. Thank you, Jen. Um, but it does feel that way to me. It feels like there was something that it was your benefit to be separated from her. Um, she makes me feel like like she wasn't always in reality. She makes me feel like she was up in the clouds a lot. So I don't feel like she was really necessarily participating in the ways that she should have or the way she was expected to. I don't feel like she was ever meant for a traditional life. She makes me feel like she's too free. Like her body wanted to be too free. Like traditional life was not something that was meant for her, but something that was maybe forced upon her. So I feel like she spiraled. Let me know if that makes sense there. Hopefully that all made sense there, Angela. You can let me know in the comments here if that made sense as well. She said yes. Just know that even though there was this hard time, this hard separation, this like free, you're very welcome, freewheeling life, she wants to know that you had to go through that, unfortunately, to be the person you are today. You had to meet yourself essentially, which is a strange message. But you can take that or leave that. But it just feels like without your experiences, you wouldn't be somebody who you are today. And from the energy I'm reading from you, you feel like you're somebody who's very strong willed. I feel like you are somebody who can take on situations and know that you can get through them. Not saying that life isn't hard, because life is hard. You don't need a psychic to be like, life is hard. Life is hard, right? But I feel like you've grew a lot from having that situation with your mom. But thank you, Angela, so much for submitting your donation. I really appreciate you. And I'm sorry for the passing of your mom, but I hope this message gave you some clarity or some insight or some comfort in some way, even. And you're very welcome as well, because she says thank you so much. We are moving on to Jen. Angela, thank you so much for the heart puff. I appreciate that. After Jen, we don't have anyone else. So if you're interested in a reading, hi, Miss K, go ahead and submit your $15 donation to get a reading. You're going to get a 5-minute reading of your choice. I do psychic readings, mediumship readings, and human design readings. Now, Jen is doing a mediumship reading as well. Does not look like we have who they're trying to get in connection with. Woo, words. So Jen, let me know in the comment section, who are we trying to get in contact with? Again, I do a direct connection for anyone who's new here. You tell me the relationship to the person, maternal grandmother this time. Okay, wonderful. And I get in contact with them. I give you evidence to this person, so it should be evidential. I wonder if that's maybe why we lost people, is because I don't do spirit-led, but spirit-led is for people who don't pay. Direct is for people who pay, because anyone could come through for a spirit-led, not the person's people that paid. So that's why I do don't do spirit-led. Smash, an easy way to know is by taking a pregnancy test, but I don't do pregnancy readings here live on air. I do them privately. So you can make a private appointment right through here if you're interested in that. All right, Jen, let's get in contact with your maternal grandmother. I feel like my head wants to like sprout out a rainbow right now, which is a wild feeling. But your timestamp is 58 minutes. 58 minutes. If you ever want to watch on Smash, it is a $15 donation for a 5-minute reading. You can send in a donation if you're interested. There is no one after Jen, so we do have an opening after this reading here. All right, Spirit, this is for Jen. We're trying to get in contact with her mom's mom, her mom's mom, her mom's mom, grandma on mom's side. I feel very close to this person. I feel very close. Like I might have hung out with them all the time. Maybe I was picking their brain all the time. I don't do free readings there, Smash. Again, it's a $15 donation if you're interested in a reading. But it does feel like you were very close to her. Like I feel like she was always there to watch you, and your mom had to go out and do something, work otherwise. I feel like you guys have the same sense of humor. I feel like you guys laughed at the same things, picked apart at the same things. She gives me the vibes of like having a bit of judgment, not for you, but for other people. She might see somebody wearing a really short shorts and being like, can you imagine wearing those short shorts? Like that type of judgment for other people. And it's really reserved for other people. She might have been talking shit about other people in your family too, but it just feels like mostly it's for other people. Like, I can't believe they'd walk out of the house with that, like that type of thing. So let me know if that makes sense. And Jen, you don't need me to prompt you. Just say yes, no, I don't know. Anything that makes sense, okay? Or doesn't make sense. Hi, Anishka. Sounds about right, LOL. she feels like she was a doer. I don't feel like she could sit around her house. I feel like if she sat around her house all day, it would drive her crazy. I feel like she had to go out, do a task, go to a store. She had to do something with her time. She's not a twiddle thumb grandma. She's not, I'm just going to knit here for hours grandma. She's, what are we doing today, grandma? Well, let's get in my car and let's go do something. Like she's very active, like a very active person. She just makes me feel like you guys spent like the night a lot. Like maybe you spent the night at her house a lot. Like I get a very like I hear good night. Sometimes that was true. um, but she makes me feel like you spent the night at her house a lot. Because I just keep hearing good night and like having your own space, your own room. Maybe you had your own dresser. Like she just makes me feel like you guys were around each other super a lot. Um, Oh, I just love her. I just love her. I love that she's sassy, and I love that she makes me feel like she spoke her mind all the time. Like, and especially again with the judgment there too, but also like just other things like she sees something on the news and be like, "Oh my god, that's so terrible that that happened. How did that person let that happen?" type of thing is very much like I just feel like she's very talkative and very much speaking her mind. Yeah, she spoke her mind from everything my mom told me. Oddly enough, she died before I was born, so she may have been around a lot in spirit. So that's probably what it is. It just feels like a lot of like good nights here. But I just feel very close to you. Very close to you. So I feel like she's like ever since you were born, she's like, I'm hanging out. I'm hanging out with Jen. Because she does not give me the sense that she's missed out on a lot. So that makes me feel very much like, yeah, she's been very active in spirit. Maybe that's why she brought the activity in as well. She also makes me feel like she does make me feel like she was religious. She made me feel like she did attend church, specifically church. It might be other religions, but church comes in. Um, I feel like she was very active, but I don't feel like I feel like she participated in the church, but I don't feel like she was like a focal point or like a community member who was really, really, really active. I feel like she's like, oh, we're having church is having a potluck. I'm gonna bring my potluck, or church is having this, and like she'd go to the activities. Um, but that was like her connection um, to her faith, of course, but like also people who have like mindedness. So I do feel like she was like part of something, but like I wouldn't say she's the go-to church member, but she is somebody who was in the community of the church. Hopefully that makes sense. I know she passed away before you were born, so I don't know if you know that information. And if you don't, that's okay. Just say I don't know. Um, but I really feel like I really feel like she's one of your angels, quote unquote, because angels are, I think, an alien race. So I don't think your ancestors can be angels. I'm not sure, but I'm going to show this to my mom later. Yeah, absolutely show her and let me know what she says. But she makes me feel like she's one of your angels. But again, ancestors and angels are two different entities. Like I really think angels are aliens. Truly, if you look up biblical angel, and if you think they're not aliens, good on you. But they're fucking aliens. But she makes me feel like she's always on your side. She's always cheering you on. She's like always around you. So I definitely feel like you guys have the same sense of humor as well, which I don't know if you know or not. But I feel like you guys are very, very similar, very close. So you might have a lot of her traits that come through. So Jen, I hope that made sense. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you for submitting your donation. She goes, I feel that. You're so sweet. I hope this made sense, give you clarity, give you insight. Thank you again so much. I really appreciate it. Linda, thank you for following. Ishnika, I am doing all right. I'm just hanging out. Hopefully you're still here. I didn't mean to ignore you. I was just in the middle of a reading, but I am doing well. I hope you're doing well too on this Wednesday. We are just waiting for the next donation to come through. It's nice to talk to her for the first time in my life. Oh, it's so nice. So I definitely think she's watching over you while you sleep as well, like for sure. But if anyone's interested in a reading, you're going to get a 5-minute reading of your choice. We just did mediumship. Actually, that's all we've done today is mediumship so far. But we do psychic readings as well as mediumship readings and human design readings. Again, you're going to receive a 5-minute reading for your $15 donation. If you're interested in that, feel free to submit your donation. Hi from Roswell. That's so funny. We were just talking about how I think angels are a alien race. And Roswell is a very known big alien spot. And just for those who've never seen biblical aliens, Aaron, thank you so much for the follow. I am actually going to look them up for you. And then you can let me know if you think they're aliens or not, because I have no other reason than to think all of these are aliens. Like these are all different types of races of aliens or of angels. And I mean, I don't know how you guys could not see aliens. This is fucking aliens. For sure for me. Like look how crazy that is. I mean, clearly they're descriptions, but this makes sense for people being like, be not afraid. Don't aliens have like a bunch of eyes? Yeah, they do. Well, it depends on the race of aliens. So, or race of angels, I should say. So some angels have a lot of eyes. Like we just saw a few of them that had a bunch of eyes. Others have a bunch of wings, like a bunch of wings. It really depends on their rank, I guess, or like what they're doing. So archangels look different than like the excuse me, I'm so sorry, the median angels. But they all look like that, like some crazy alien figure. Like I do believe aliens do exist. Like hopefully you all agree that aliens exist. We're not going to get into an alien debate, but like they're real. For sure, without doubt. But I do think that biblical angels are aliens for sure. Aaron says, agreed. Thank you for agreeing with me, Aaron. All right, guys. Are you interested in a reading? You want clarity or insight on a matter? We're doing readings right now. Yes, I have repeated myself a bunch. Am I going to repeat myself over and over again? Yeah, until I get donations. Because you're out there. I know you guys want clarity or insight on things, and I'd be happy to give that to you. I'm going to light some more incense, and maybe that will clear the space for the next reading to come through. Check this out if you want to submit your $15 donation for your 5-minute reading. We're going to add to you. I'm not throwing you away. We're just going to add to you. Thank you, Spirit, for being here. Spirit makes me burp. Hi, Jenny. Welcome in. We have no one on the list at this time. So if you're interested. Woo, burps got me. If you're interested, go ahead and submit that donation. You're going to be the next person to get a reading. Do I have hiccups now, Spirit? Don't make me threaten you with peanut butter. Hi, Jenny. So we just lit some more incense. I do them in the beginning, but I never do yes or no's. Okay. Honestly, tarot is not designed for yes or no. It's designed to tell you details. You can get yes or no out of it, sure, but that's not really how it's designed to work. So I never do yes or no's, but I do free readings at the beginning of all my lives. So make sure to follow me. As soon as you see that I'm live, hop in. If you comment first, you are going to get your free reading first. Like I usually do, whoever comments first is a guarantee. After that, it's not really a guarantee. It's a random selection for a short period of time. Coco, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. But just make sure, like, as soon as you hear that I'm on or you get the notification I'm on, hop right in. Hop right in. Thanks for liking the live, guys. Thank you, Coco, for liking the live. We're almost to 20,000 likes, which is fucking rad. So far, one of my favorite lives. Oh, yay, Aaron. I'm so glad. especially being from Roswell, you're probably like, aliens, let's talk about it. Or maybe you're sick of aliens, I don't know. But they're real, they exist. And I am an alien myself because I'm an Aquarius. If you're an Aquarius, you're an alien too. Because out of all the zodiac, Aquarians are known as the aliens. And I'm an Aquarius sun, bitches. Proud to be. Of course, because it's my ego. Just wondering if I live rent-free in my crush's mind. I would love to read that for you. Go ahead and submit that $15 donation to get a 5-minute reading right from here, is how you can submit your donation. Leo here. Happy soon-to-be birthday time. I don't know if you're born in the end of July or the beginning to middle of August, but happy birthday soon. And I am a Leo rising, so fun fact for that. Hello, everything's aliens here. Even our street lights are alien themed. I have to go. That's so funny. Emil, I would love to answer that question for you here. If you're interested in a reading, it is a $15 donation for a 5-minute reading. Go ahead and submit your donation. This is how you do it right from here, and get that donation in. There is no wait, guys. There is no wait at all. Virgo here. Hey, you are next after Leo for your birthday season. And Virgos, personally, I love Virgos because I think they're the smartest out of all the zodiac. I think they have a head on their shoulders. I think they have brains. I think they have smarts. I just think you guys are brilliant. Brilliant. So, hey, smarty pants. Yeah, I definitely want to go visit Roswell. I want to visit like other alien sites as well. Like I do want to kind of go to see Area 51. I know you can only go so far. Oh my God, you totally explained me to the T. LOL, just kidding. Well, hopefully you are smart because you are Virgo. So I know you're smart. You might have special interests though. Jenny, thank you so much, my love. I got you. Thank you, Jenny. Damn, I don't even got money to send for the donation. Sorry. That's okay. Whenever you're ready, I am here. I'm going to be doing this for the rest of my life. I tend to be on during the week more. 11 a.m. Eastern time to 2 p.m. Eastern time is typically where I go on. But honestly, I'm a little late today because I had a reading, which I had a private reading, so I'm not upset about it at all. So I did come on a little bit late today. So I'll be on until 3:30, but whenever you're ready, I'm here for you. Just make sure to subscribe, okay? Aaron said, if you come to Roswell, New Mexico, come during 4th of July festival. That's our big alien festival. Woo! When did Roswell happen? Did it happen that weekend? Oh, it doesn't actually say a date. It just says 1947 is when it happened. Yeah, it doesn't give me an actual date. Interesting. But that sounds like a plan to me. Sounds like a motherfucking plan. All right, Jenny, what type of reading are we doing for you? Thank you so much for submitting your donation here. What type of reading? Just let me know in the comment section. I might be being a little quick on the draw here as my ADHD self is. Love reading. Absolutely, Jenny. And being a subscriber means that you get a 6-minute reading instead of a 5-minute reading. So we got 6 minutes on our timer here. And your timestamp is going to be 1 hour and 14 minutes. And guys, after Jenny, we don't have anyone else. Linktree link. I shouldn't have even said the other word, but like that's it. Okay. All right. Hi, Dave. Welcome in. I had Kathy in here the other day. That was fun. She didn't really participate much, but she was here. Hi, Jules. All right, Spirit, this is for Jenny. Jenny. Spirit, what does Jenny need to know about love? Spirit, what does Jenny need to know about love? Spirit, what does Jenny need to know about love? What's going on for our friend Jenny? Oh, okay. There's something in my stomach that feels sour immediately. I don't know if you're in love or with somebody or you're looking for love, but really pay attention to your stomach, because if you're feeling sour in the stomach at all, I really feel you keep anxiety in your stomach, to be honest with you. So you might have a lot of stomach aches, maybe some IBS issues. You can deny that or confirm that if you feel comfortable. You don't have to if you don't feel comfortable, because it's a little private. But you might have some intestinal issues. When it comes to anxiety things. So really pay attention to your anxiety level, pay attention to anything that's gone sour in relationships or anyone you're talking to, like meeting up with, whatever. Just really trust your gut. I really want you to trust your gut, because my gut is being very highlighted. Okay. I just don't think your gut is wrong. Jenny, I don't know if we've done your human design yet or not. We'll have to double check. But if we have, trust in your human design. But if you have your sacral defined, and that is I get sick to my stomach when I'm anxious. I'm telling you, that's how I felt in the body. But trust your gut, because I feel like your gut is something that you can trust and lean on, but we'll look into to see if we have your human design or not. But the Four of Pentacles is you're holding on to something that's probably not serving you in love, whether you're holding on to an old relationship, holding on to a current relationship that's no longer serving you, or holding on to the feelings that you felt in these other relationships. Instead of healing them and letting them go, you may be holding on to something that's not serving. Lots of mental, okay? So there's a lot of our brain being mean to us, especially with the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is the card of, I can't sleep at night. I'm so anxious. My brain won't shut off. I can't move forward. I feel so stuck, or I feel so like not comforted. I feel like I can't sleep at night. So I do feel like this is something that is going to, that you might be currently dealing with. Okay. I feel like this might be something you're currently dealing with. But I don't feel like that's going to be that way forever. Okay. I do think things are going to change, and probably unexpectedly. This is out of the blue, out of nowhere. Something's come in that's going to put us in full alignment. All right. Full alignment. We see these wands coming in. Boom, 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 boom. But there are totally parallel to each other. They're in full alignment with one another. So whatever's coming in, you are going to get past this, because there's a new beginning here. Okay. And what's really interesting about this card is that the sword extends past the physicality of the card itself, meaning that this is spiritually divine. This is like led spiritly. Spirit has your back. You are taking action, though. You can see this card is very actionable. She's swinging that wand. You see the movement in her hair. You see the movement in her clothes. Like, she is taking actions. And I honestly am paying attention to the clouds around her. And even though her face is apathetic, the clouds around her make me feel like I'm being enveloped. Like, the more that I trust spirit and I trust my intuition, because the high priestess does not come out for non-intuitives. When you trust your intuition, you trust the messages that you're receiving, these synchronicities that you're seeing, the angel numbers you're seeing, and they're not just like 111, 222. They could be 734. They can be 313. I gave you some Detroit area codes, 248. So it could be any of those. It could be any number. As long as you're seeing it on repetition, you can always look up that number, ask what the spiritual meaning is, or the angel number for this number, and pay attention to the synchronicities, because those synchronicities are putting action into what you're doing, and trusting that your messages are being heard, your manifestations are taking off, your ideas, your inspiration, your communication, your growth. I hear growth. So I do feel like this is something you're going to grow. Even though we're talking about a love reading, it's saying like, hey, there's something we need to heal in love that's going to come in unexpectedly, but trust your intuition and trust your instincts, because you're leveling up. The King of Swords is here. The King of Swords is a card of leveling up. This is a transformation, very transformative, because we have 3 butterflies. Butterflies by themselves, transformation. Add 3 to them. 3 is a very highly spiritual number. It's it's divine protection, it's creation, it's creativity, it's also growth in groups, but also it's the Holy Trinity, right? If you believe in Christianity, the Holy Trinity is the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, meaning that they're all different but all together. Trust your intuition hard. Okay. You got nothing but one air sign. Nope. One fire sign, which is the wands, and nothing else but fire. But wand. God damn it. Swords. Words are hard. I'm so sorry. This is the liar, the cheater, the thief card, though. So whatever's going on, I really want you to trust your intuition. If you feel like somebody's lying to you, cheating on you, or stealing from you, it's best to just trust that. You don't really need evidence. Some people are like, I need evidence in order to leave a situation. But I don't know, anyone you're talking to, anyone you're seeing, there could be something here that's not honest. Okay. The Tower follows. So trust your intuition. Don't let this person talk you out of what you know. All right. Because they might try to talk you out of what you know. But whatever's happening in love is very transformative, and it's going to allow you to learn how to trust your intuition. So I kind of feel like you got to go through this. I'm so sorry, to really understand how your intuition works. Okay. Marshall, it's a $15 donation. This is Marshall. This is how you do it. But Jenny, I hope that helped. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight. Really trust your intuition when it's talking to you. You don't need evidence. You can just walk away from something. Okay. But I do hope that made sense. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight. Thank you. It did help. You're very welcome, love. And thank you for getting a $15 donation reading. And thank you for being a subscriber. I really appreciate it. Like super a lot. So thank you. All right, guys. So if you're interested in a reading, we have an opening now. So go ahead and get your donation in to get the reading underway for you. To get this reading underway. Lord, that was a terrible shuffle. Woo! Thanks for hanging out, guys. Thanks for being here. Why are my shuffles so terrible? Like literally the fucking worst right now. And I'm a good shuffler. I shuffle the cards good, man. Just like that. Good. Sorry, I'm just being silly. I'm just being silly because I'm waiting on my next donation, so I don't know what to do with myself until we wait for the next donation to come through. $15 donation, 5-minute reading of your choice. Psychic readings, mediumship readings, and human design readings. Think my human design, I was a manifestor. Right, we were going to check that out. You are so right, Jenny. We didn't do it. So if you're a manifestor, do you know what your authority center is? Your authority center is the area in your chart that you use to make decisions. It's very important. Like your type, your strategy, and your authority, they all work in tandem together, but especially your authority and your strategy. I don't know why I said it backwards, but strategy and authority, they literally work in tandem together, hand by hand. Like they work together. So being a manifestor means you, I don't know that one. So if you want me to look it up, I can do that. You can send in another 15, or you can look it up yourself and see what your authority is and then report back. If it's emotional, then you do have to wait on emotional waves. If it's sacral, you'd probably be a generator, actually, if that was the case. No, that's not true. It'd probably be ego, though. But I think splenic would be above ego. So you could be an ego manifestor, an emotional manifestor, or a splenic manifestor. Those are the only authority centers that would make sense for for manifestor. It's a non-sacral, so you live in rest and have active cycles. But you're here to initiate. You're here to start something. You're not here to complete it. You're here to start it, give out the game plan, the blueprints, and then pass it on to the next person. So you're here basically, you can start a business, pass it off type of thing. but you're here to start something. Hey, Wendy Sue, what up, my girl? Thanks for being here. We are waiting on our next donation to come through. So if anyone's interested, we have an opening right now, $15 donation for a 5-minute reading. Hey, Amber. Hey, I didn't see you sneak in here. What up? I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing good today. Wednesdays seem to be a day that's hard. Yes, absolutely. I look forward to it. As soon as it comes through, we'll get your reading underway. Amy, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Brett, for liking the live. I appreciate you. Jen, thanks for liking the live. Ooh, had an itchy nose for a second. All right, guys. I've gone silent because I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with my hands. Type of thing. Just doing a refresh. There it is. Amy, I got you. Thank you so much. Amy, what type of reading are we doing? I do psychic readings, mediumship readings, and human design readings. So let me know in the comments section what type of reading we're doing for you. And thanks for submitting your donation. And then Amber, as soon as I get yours in, you will be after Amy. But I haven't received yours as of yet here, Amber. So Amy, let me know. And you might be typing it out right now. Mediumship. All right. What type of, not what type, who are we trying to get in contact with? I do a direct connection. So you tell me the relationship to the person, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, brother, sister, husband, wife, etc. If they don't have a traditional relationship with you, first name only, nothing more, nothing less. And then when I get responses from you, I'm going to be asking, does this make sense? The only responses I am looking for is yes, no, or I don't know. People don't like that I go direct. That's really interesting. They don't know how it works. That's all it is. My grandpa John. Okay, let's check it out. Immediately, I get a rough and tumble, man. 1 hour and 29 minutes is your timestamp if you're ever interested in watching this on, hopefully you know a little bit of sign language. This is the letter Y and this is the letter T, just in case you don't. All right, Spirit, this is for Amy, Amy. Spirit, what does Amy need to know? Oh, no, sorry. Amy was trying to get in contact with her grandpa John. Sorry about that. Amber, I got you. Thank you so much. You're going to be next, my love. Thank you, Amber. All right. The first thing I get with Grandpa John is I get like rustic, rough and tumble, gives me farmer type vibes. So I don't know if he was a farmer, he owned a farm or something like that, but he gives me like that type of vibe where he was very much working with his hands in dirt is what I get. So let me know if that makes sense by saying, yes, that makes sense. No, it doesn't. Or I don't know, because something has come through that we don't know. Yes. I feel like he was very like a very hard worker. Like he worked hard. And I feel like he had a very physically demanding job. But I don't ever feel like he let the physicality affect him. Like he was just like, we just got to get it done. Just got to get done. He also makes me feel very resourceful. Like if something broke, he'd be like, don't worry, we got this other thing. Or I know how to do this thing. Or I know how to do that thing. Very MacGyver vibes to me. Like he could fix things. He could get things going, operate in a different way. I just don't think he let any roadblocks ever deter him from what he wanted to do. Yes. Oh, Amy. He makes me feel like he had very, like, again, physical labor. So he's showing me very calloused hands. So he didn't get very many blisters, but his hands might have been very hard, very calloused. So like if he ever like picked you up, he might have had just like really rough feeling hands. But I feel like I just hear like, well, that's what makes a man. Like that's what makes men is how much calluses they have on their hands. Oh, that's so funny. I feel like he makes me feel like he had animals here on this farm as well, or took care of animals as well. It wasn't just like a planting farm, but also had like working animals as well on this farm. I see horses and cows specifically coming through. So he could have dairy cows, but horses, I feel like he had horses. But those were taken care of. I feel like he took very well care of everything that was in his care. He feels very responsible to me. He feels like everything, like, I feel like he knew everything in life was connected. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he had faith in like the Christian God, but he did not know. But his neighbors had farm animals. Okay, because there's something here with like taking care of farm animals. So I don't know if he took care of his neighbors' farm animals or gave them treats or something. But he just makes me feel like he knew everything was connected, and that honestly, with his work that he did, that he felt more connected to the energies of Earth, that he might have said it was like Christianity or the Christian God type of thing. And that's okay if that's, if that's how he felt connected. But like, I just think God, source, and universe are the same, are different words for the same exact energy. But he just makes me feel like he was very, very, very connected to the energies of the earth. Maybe he knew it was going to rain before like forecasters knew, or he like had a sense of like something dropped here, some pressure dropped, like we're going to have a bad storm, or he looked at the trees and be like, all the leaves are pointing down, we're going to have major rain. I just feel like he was very savvy with like knowing what was going on with energies of the earth. Let me know if that made sense. Strange that horses came in specifically though. Like he's like, I don't know if he liked horses or not, but they did come in. But horses are hard workers, so it could just be a sign of hard working. Because if you see horses or you feel spiritually connected to a horse, that's hard working, hard working. So he might have been connected to a horse in that way. I just feel like when he did take his breaks, though, I feel like he was like very present in whatever he did. Like if he was babysitting you or watching you guys, like when he had your focus, like he focused, like he paid attention to, like he's very present and in the now. That's how he feels to me. It's like he was very much like, I'm babysitting, I'm paying attention. What are we doing, kids? Do you want to help me in the farm? Do you want me to help you? You want to help me here? Do you want to help me there? Da, 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 da. Like he just feels like like very present. But he feels like just a very busy man. So I don't know how often he actually babysat you, but I feel like it's easier to babysit you and do what he wanted to do, like working, than taking you other places like parks and things like that. But Amy, let me know if that made sense. Let me know if that gave you some clarity or insight there, or even some comfort in some way. I'm so sorry for the passing of your grandpa John, but he seems like he's a really cool dude. Like really, like the way he feels connected to the earth to me, it just feels like so much like gratitude there. He was more of a science guy, if that makes sense. Very strong beliefs. Yes, always babysat, but always babysat. He was like a dad to me. Oh, he's so sweet. And like honestly, science is it works with I don't know if he planted stuff or was not a biologist. What is it? A botanist. But he just makes me feel like he was very connected to the earth and the energy. So science is that as well. There's a lot of people in the community will say science before magic. But I also believe science is a form of magic. But that's just my personal belief on that. But Amy, I feel like he really did love you a lot. He feels so nice to me, like so kind. May we all have a grandpa like Grandpa John. Yes, absolutely. May we all have a Grandpa John, if I could read correctly. But Amy, I hope that made sense there, my love. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for submitting your donation. I just feel like hard working is really what I would consider him. Hard working. All right. So Amber, you are next. We're going to keep it moving here. Amber, what type of reading are we doing for you, my darling? Love. Wonderful. We're going to do a love reading here for Amber. Louise, it's a $15 donation. Check it out and submit your $15 donation to receive a 5-minute reading. And we'll definitely see what's going on with you and the energies of you and Andy. All right. Someone new and unexpected came in recently. Well, let's see what the cards have to say. Your timestamp is going to be 1 hour and 37 minutes. 1 hour, 37 minutes. And guys, after Amber, we don't have anyone else. Go ahead and submit a donation of $15 to receive a 5-minute reading. You're going to be next here. All right, this is for Amber. Amber. Spirit, what does Amber need to know about love with this new person? Spirit, what does Amber need to know about love with this new person? Spirit, what does Amber need to know about love with this new person? What's going on? I heard they blew in with the wind. That's what I just heard. They blew in with the wind. Almost feels like the right timing at the right place at the right time, doing the right things. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up getting the 7 of Wands, because that's what that card is, like a leveling up card, an advantage. But it does feel like somebody is literally new. New passion, new desire, new motivations. But this feels like it just feels right. And remember, I'm reading your energy. I'm not tapping into their energy. I'm just seeing how their energy affects your energy. And right now it just feels cloud 9 is what I get. Cloud 9. But we have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is the card of new beginnings, of passion, desire, motivation, psychic abilities, transformation, because the wands are the element of fire. Fire by nature is transformative. So there is something here that's going to be really beneficial and really transformative. Let's check it out. Interesting. When I look at these cards, they feel internal to me. They feel internal. So I feel like you in the past might have had some conflict here in a relationship that ended up making you feel like maybe you couldn't trust yourself. You didn't know which avenue to go down. You didn't know how to go here or there or in between or anything like that. It just feels very much like you felt stuck. Okay. So if this is you, if this is how you feel, just know like things are going to change. If this is how they feel, which is it does feel inaccurate to me, but it might be something they went through too. So just know, oh my God, spot on. Okay, so this is definitely you. But just know, like, take your time with this person. You don't have to rush into anything at all. Okay, what I really want you to do within this time is like, don't allow your past to dictate your future. Don't allow yourself to feel stuck. I want you to be open because your emotions, that's what the water is, okay? The water is the emotions, is making you feel stuck, but there is nothing in front of her and there is nothing behind her. She is literally side by side with swords. The ropes are loosely placed. She can literally shimmy these ropes off, shimmy, shimmy, shimmy to the break of dawn here. Let me know if you know the band. Let me know if you know the band I just sang. But there's a blindfold here too. So you're going to be able to shimmy these off, take off the blindfold and see that there's really nothing in your way. It's your emotions though that made you feel stuck because of a former conflict. I saw 222 on the timer. Good things are coming in, which is wonderful because I really see this person's going to see your value. When I see, this is the card of skills. This is a skill set card. This is a card of saying like, this is what I do. This is what I bring to the table. And I feel recognized. Yep. I left a narcissistic abusive relationship 8 months ago. Good for you, Amber. Hell yeah, girl. Get free from that shit. But this is a card of somebody seeing your worth and seeing your value, seeing what you do and saying, hey, I like that. I recognize that. Like there's a card of recognition here too, because she's recognizing her skills and coaching her even while she draws the model. I wanted to say models the draw, but that's not how you sentence structure. And then we have the happily ever after card, the 10 of Cups. She is definitely a she. I apologize for if I misgendered anyone. I apologize. Literally, there is no gender here. Just people, right? So I apologize for that though. No, it's fine. Okay, good. But just know she is going to be a happily ever after here. All right. You're going to bring in this happily ever after because she recognizes you. She sees what you bring to the table. Okay. 111 on the timer as well. Manifestations coming true. This is something you've been manifesting. Oh, talking about girls. Shit. Big queen energy. The Empress is a queen. She knows her worth. She knows her value. She knows what she brings to the table. You see Venus in the stone-shaped heart. We're talking about love. Fuck yes, girl. Like, I feel like this is going to be a love that you've never experienced before. I don't know if you've always been into women or if you've dealt with men before. Oh my God, happy tears over here. But this makes me feel like so confident, so happy, so engaged. I don't know if you're going to get engaged or not, but I feel engaged in the relationship. Both have been very abused by me. Oh man. But just know like this is going to be different. This makes me feel different. This makes me feel everything's working in a different way. Like you've learned some lessons along the way, hard lessons along the way. But men have been abused by men. Got you. So just know like you're going to be okay. Like this to me makes me feel like she's going to make you feel like a queen and you're going to make her feel like a queen. Like this makes me feel very in alignment. Okay. It just feels very in alignment. So I do hope that helps. I hope that she does make me very excited. Oh, I'm so glad, Amber. Girl, get that girl. Hell yeah. I love it. So I do think this is going to be really beneficial for you. Yes, it was, Lindy Lou. Hell yeah. System of a Down was a song, and it's a song literally called Shimmy. Oh my God, I'm going to need you to come back, Amber, and let us know how this goes. Invested now. Amber says, thank you, dear. Much love to you. Much love to you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for submitting your $15 donation. Do let us know what happens, because this just feels like this love is changing. Like it's a changing love. Literally, I just saw, what did I just pick up? Oh my God, where'd they go? There. I literally not transformation, but manifestation. And 111 was on your timer as well. So I do feel like you've manifested this love. So hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. All right, guys. So we are doing readings at this time. We don't have anyone else on the list. So if you're interested into getting a reading, it is a $15 donation. If you are interested in that donation, go ahead and submit it. You're going to get a 5-minute reading of your choice. I do psychic readings, mediumship readings, and human design readings. Again, the list is completely open at this time. So if you're looking to get clarity or insight on a matter, that's a psychic reading. If you're looking to get in contact with somebody who's passed away in the spiritual realm, that is mediumship. And also I do human design readings, which is a chart reading all about you. What type of energy do you possess? How do you utilize and work with that energy most effectively? And how do you trust yourself with making decisions? That is all human design will tell you. Give you all that info, girl. So, and it's my favorite modality to read. Changed my life for the best. Yes, everything is 15, Renee. So absolutely feel free to get on the list by submitting that $15 donation. You'll get your 5-minute reading. Hi from Connecticut. I am from Michigash. Welcome, welcome. And if anyone remembers Rugrats, that's where Michigash comes from. Man, that Michigash place sounds crazy. It sounds crazy. That's what Tommy Pickles said, because he couldn't say Michigan. I'm from the Metro Detroit area. Detroit. One time I was on vacation. I'm pretty sure I was in California. And the park ranger was like, anyone here from out of state? And I was like, Detroit. And I guess I said it really loud. They're like, oh, you're proud from Detroit, huh? Even though really I am a suburb kid. I grew up 15 minutes outside of Detroit. But that's one of my favorite cities. Love her. Love her. She's so amazing and beautiful. So guys, don't be afraid to visit Detroit. I'm telling you, it's so worth it. So worth it. And you get to know that we are a border to Canada, to Ontario. Renee, I got you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Renee. Yeah, so we do border Ontario. We have a tunnel and a bridge to cross the Detroit River, which is international waters. All right, Renee, I got your donation, darling. Who are we trying to get in contact with? I do a direct connection here. So you give me the relationship and I'll get into connection with them. If they don't have a traditional relationship with you, go ahead and give me their first name only. My brother or my mom. Okay, let's check it out. Their energies feel together immediately. So your timestamp is going to be 1 hour and 48 minutes. I've been a Detroit summer. It's been a Detroit summer for me. I've been twice this summer. Next weekend, I'm going back. Hell yeah, Kelly. What are you doing? You don't have to tell the world if you don't want to. But, if you're doing something fun, that's always fun. I want to know about it. Well, I'm sorry about the passing of somebody there, Kelly. Kelly says a couple of times for fun, next weekend for a funeral, but it will be fun too. Yeah, make the best out of it. But I'm sorry for the passing of your person that passed. All right. Spirit, this is for Renee. We're getting in contact with Renee's brother or mom. Renee's brother or mom. Well, I do think your brother and your mom are together. They make me feel like they're together. Brother feels like maybe the most recent past. It feels like they kind of passed away within maybe a couple years of each other. That's how they make me feel anyways. Brother feels like he passed away suddenly to me. Could be rug use, but he feels very like suddenly taken. So this could also be a car accident as well, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was rug usage. Let me know if that makes sense for brother there, Renee. Brother was 2 years ago. Suddenly mom was December of 24. Yeah. So within a year or two of each other. car accident for brother, and yes, not all the time, but he's okay. He's a former, possibly. I'll let you finish your sentence. But he's dabbled. Okay. But it just feels so sudden, like out of the blue. Car accident, yeah. I did say that a little earlier too, but with brother, it's just like it feels like my whole world fell apart. With mom, it feels like I was a little bit more expecting it. Like maybe she wasn't as well or as healthy as she used to be. Like she had a decline, and I feel like it feels like her heart was broken and it never recovered from brother passing. Yeah, mom was sick, COPD. Okay, so mom was more expected, but brother, it's just like I feel like my ground became unstable when brother passed. Brother just feels like like he feels like a typical brother to me, and a typical brother is like he picked on you. Maybe you and him fought, wrestled, like fought as in like play fighting. I feel like he was giving you shit a lot. Like he just makes me feel like typical brother here. Video games come in a lot, especially like NHL. Yes, absolutely. I don't know if he was big on NHL, like online, like PlayStation or Xbox or something like that, but it just feels like he did play a lot of video games, specifically that one. Maybe some Call of Duty in there too. But I feel like he connected with his friends over video games, and I feel like that's why he played it, was more as a social thing to play with friends. It makes me feel like the accident had to do with road rage. Yeah, he did occasionally. But he feels like this accident had to do with road rage. And I don't know if he was road raging or somebody else was road raging, so they were driving recklessly and hit him. But it feels like there was road rage involved with the accident. It almost feels like somebody cut him off that was speeding because they were mad at somebody else. It feels like the accident was early in the morning. The lady didn't see him, and he hit her and hit him from behind. All right. He was just walking to work. Oh, okay. Skateboarding comes in. Renee, have I read your brother before? Because like skateboarding comes in again, and it feels like when I think about him walking to work, like he makes me feel like he chose different modalities. Either he's skateboarded or he walked or I don't know if he rode a bike. He might have rode a bike from time to time, but I feel like I've connected with this energy before. If that makes sense to him. He did skateboard, but not at the time. Right. It's just like something that he did and would occasionally maybe take a skateboard to work. I don't feel like he took his bike to work, though. It was either walking or skateboard or longboard, one of the two. But I don't feel like he rode his bike a lot. I feel like his bike was like, meh. Like, I'll ride it if I have to, but no. Almost like he didn't take care of his bike. I don't know. Either way, I'm going to get off the bike. But just know, like, there's something here with like practical jokes as well. Coming in with practical jokes. So I feel like he might have done some practical jokes to you or been like messing with you in some way. He honestly feels like he's moving things in your house. Like you might have, oh yeah, he was funny all the time. He makes me feel like he's moving like remote controls in your house. Like you put it down, you get lost in something, you're not paying attention, and then all of a sudden, like, where'd the remote go? And you're like, I swear to God, I didn't put it over here. I swear I didn't put it here. It doesn't feel like I put it here, but I feel like your brother is like messing with you through moving things in your house. Like true brother antics is still happening with you and him. So if you ever notice like you had put something somewhere and it got moved or you felt like it got moved, know your brother is doing that. I feel like this is a recent. Oh yes, so funny. This feels like a recent development too. Like he finally learned how to move things in the 3D from the 5D. So I feel like he's doing that for you. So if you just pay attention to anything that feels like it's been moved and know that your brother probably moved it. And if you ever have a bad feeling of like it doesn't feel like your brother, it feels like maybe something someone else or maybe somebody's in your house or something. Not that I'm reading into that. I'm just saying keep your wits about you. Just don't assume something that's been moved is your brother unless it's like something small, like a remote or something like that. But anything really big that's been moved, use your instincts is what I'm saying to decipher the two. But for the most part, I don't want to worry you. I'm so sorry if I have, but your brother is doing it. Okay. But Renee, I hope that made sense. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this gives you some comfort as well. I'm so sorry about the passing of your brother and your mother. But they are together. They are together up there, and I feel like she's annoying the crap out of him. I feel like that happened in life too, where you would call each other and commiserate, like, "Mom is doing this thing," or "Mom's still smoking cigarettes and she has COPD and it's so annoying." I just feel like just know, like he's still very much him and still complaining about certain things with her. Hey Jen, thanks for the heart me and welcome in. All right, Renee, I hope that helped, love. You're very welcome, though. She says thank you. But guys, we have an opening. Hi. We have an opening. So if you're interested in a reading, go ahead and submit your donation. It's a $15 donation for a 5-minute reading. Linktree link. I can't say that word. I keep saying it on accident, but I should not say that word. But you can get your $15 donation in to receive a 5-minute reading of your choice. I do psychic readings, mediumship readings, and human design readings. Thank you, Spirit, for being here. Renee, that was for you. Hey, Layla. What up? We have openings right now, so go ahead and get your donation. There is no wait. Hi, Kelsey. Welcome in. All righty. Oh, my nose. I'm so sorry, guys. I gotta blow my nose because there's something going on in my nose all of a sudden. Bear with me. Hi, Carla. Hi. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna make noises with my nose. So if you're somebody who's like, I can't stand people who blow their nose, know that I'm blowing my nose. So come back in a few moments. All right, give me just a moment. So weird. I have a feeling of chlorine in my nose, but I have not swam at all this summer. 0% of swimming has been done. All right, so sorry about that, guys, from anyone who hates those noises. Woo! We got another storm coming in. Storm, storm, storm. Let me know if you guys heard that. That was a mighty roar from the sky. I'm so glad I put the mower away, even though I had my partner get it out, because I was going to mow, but now I'm not going to mow. All righty, next donation coming in. Whoever wants to get the next reading, which is Braylon. Braylon, thank you so much. Let me know what type of reading we're doing for you, Braylon. All right, Braylon wants a general reading, so let's go for it. Your timestamp is going to be 1 hour and 59 minutes here, Braylon. Hi, Everin. After Braylon, we don't have anyone else. So anyone else is interested, $15 donation. Go ahead and submit that. Spirit, this is for Braylon. Spirit, what is it that Braylon needs to know? Spirit, what does Braylon need to know? Spirit, what does Braylon need to know? Braylon, first and foremost, my solar plexus got highlighted in a very specific and strange way. So your solar plexus is up here, right? Like it's right under like your rib cage where your ribs are. And I felt like somebody like poked it, like it was a poke here. So, but I'm really getting the imagery of like walking into something. So I don't know if you're klutzy like me, who just walks into walls, wakes up with random bruises, being like, where the fuck did you come from? But just know I do get that vibe here. It's highlighted in my body. So if you are a klutz, welcome. But also just pay attention that you're not walking into something that might poke you, that might give you a hurt here in the spleen, liver, whatever's like in this area here, right? But that's the initial thing that I got. So pay attention to your klutziness if you are a klutz like me. I'm going to do one more shuffle because it feels right. Ooh. I heard Moving On Up. You know, the Jeffersons theme song, moving on up to the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. Yeah, clumsy. Like if you're clumsy or klutzy, it's the same words for the same thing. But the Chariot is here. The Chariot is saying we're moving on. We have everything that we need to move on. We have success here. We have our manifestations because she has star earrings. You can see it right there. I'm going to show you TikTok as well. Yeah, I'm clumsy, always falling. So be very cautious. Okay. Hopefully you're up to speed with us. You might have a little delay, especially if you came back and forth. Sometimes there's a little delay on the YT. But your mindset is keeping you from moving on, even though you're ready to move on. This plume of smoke behind here is saying like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready. I'm roaring. I'm ripping. I'm raving. I'm going to go. I'm going to make it happen. So just know like whatever's going on here, you are going to be just fine because you have success, your manifestations, your dreams, your hopes, your wishes. It's your mindset that's holding you back. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Girl, I feel like a whole new chapter is opening up for me, especially with these cards here. I feel like empowered. I get a lot of empowerment here. The Five of Swords is the literal taking my power back card. This is saying I'm not going to let other people define me. I'm defining myself. I tell you what my worth is. I tell you what my value is. And if you don't see that, that's not a me problem. That is fully a you problem, right? So just know like you get to dictate what your worth and value is, but you're taking your power back from anyone who may have taken it intentionally or unintentionally. I want to read these together. The Page of Wands and the Two of Pentacles going back and forth. I just hear a bunch of rain. I'm just like trying to look for it. I don't actually see it. That's wild. But the Two of Pentacles is like weighing out your options, going back and forth, weighing out your options, seeing what's going on, how you're going to handle it. Then we have the Page of Wands, something new that's transformative. And that's really what I get from her is this new transformation that's coming because you're choosing yourself, because you're saying, this is my worth, this is my value, this is what I'm doing. Me being alone is bringing my confidence up. Hell yeah, dude. Honestly, when I left my 6-year relationship that I was engaged to, I felt the same way. The more I was by myself, the more confident I felt. You might have a 2 in your human design profile if you know your human design type, which is the Hermit, which means we need to be by ourselves. Like our energy needs to be refreshed by being in our own energy. But this is something that you are balancing out. But you're rising to the occasion. You are being more honest. You are being more forthcoming. You are being more fair to yourself. You're being your own friend is what I get from this. So yes, be your friend. Absolutely be your friend. This is something that's transformative. You see that butterfly there? Butterflies are transformation, rising up, rising up. She's the highest queen. She is Libra traditionally, but can be Aquarius or Gemini, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. And it's all cultivating in temperance, new patience, things working out for you. The sun is here. The sun is the most perceived positive sign you can have. There is a pathway to the sun. And in between that is the two mountains. So there is some difficulty, but you are going to get past that to that good new beginning where you're going to have a lot of growth, a lot of balance in your life. My birthday's tomorrow. I'm going somewhere alone. A big step for me. I feel like you're going to be just fine. Just watch yourself, right? Watch your surroundings, making sure you're not walking into things and being klutzy or clumsy. But you're leveling up. I wouldn't be surprised if you end up going through a spiritual awakened moment and being awakened by spirit, because this is Archangel Raphael. This is a healing angel. So this could also be a very healing time for you to go out and do your own thing and really be in your own energy and not being afraid to be alone. Like when I was single, I'm not single anymore. I live in this man's house. I love him so much. Honestly, I really do. But before we got here, I wasn't afraid to take myself out on dates. I wasn't afraid to say, like, I want to go see this movie and I don't need to wait for anyone. I'm going to go stop at Red Robin. I'm going to go to my movie. I'm going to go to the mall. I'm going to go do this. I was never afraid to go by myself to places, especially like with restaurants. Some people are like, I'm so scared to like be that person by yourself. You have a phone. You have entertainment. Just entertain yourself. Don't worry about other people. Their opinions of you have nothing to do with you. And if they're like, oh, that poor girl's by herself, that says a lot more about them and their insecurities than my secure ass being by myself eating. Okay. So I hope that made sense there, Braylon. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for submitting your $15 donation. And I hope this made sense. And I hope it gave you some clarity or insight. So thank you so much. All right. You're very welcome, Braylon. You're very welcome. And happy birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday. What is tomorrow? Yeah, you're still a Cancer. So happy Cancer birthday. Crabby. Sorry, I'm just joking because the crab is Cancer. All right, guys. So we have another opening. Nick, if you're interested in a reading, I would be happy to read that for you, but it's a $15 donation. If you're interested in getting a reading, go ahead and submit your $15 donation to receive your 5-minute reading. You have a nice day, Braylon. Thank you so much. Jeanette, thank you so much for being here. It looks like you've been being filtered. Oh no. But send in your, unless you did, because you are a regular. So you are somebody who knows how to get on the list. Let me see if I missed anything. But I didn't see your donation come through. I'm double checking just to make sure. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have your donation. So go ahead and send in your donation there, Jeanette. $15 donation for a 5-minute reading. And you'll be the next person I read. You'll be the next person. And don't forget, you'll always have access to your reading from the second link. All right, if you go here, you're going to see the second link. That's where you will always have the availability to watch your reading over and over and over again. All right, guys. So we only have 4 people in the room. I think I'm going to restart the live here on TikTok. So I'm going to be right back. But guys, submit your donation. I'll be right back. You're going to get your 5-minute reading for a $15 donation. So I'll be right back. I promise. Right. We're going back live because I want to be on for like another hour is my aim. See what we can get. Nope, that's not the right comment or right thing. I have to do certain things on TikTok in order to go live. YouTube is the same way though, just different. All right, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. My name is Melody. I'm a clairvoyant who can see, feel, and hear spirit. And if you are interested in a reading, we are doing readings here live on the internet. So if you're interested, come on in. We do psychic readings. Hi, Judy. We do psychic readings, mediumship readings, and human design readings. It's all $15 donations, but you're going to receive a 5-minute reading for your $15 donation. Hi, Trish. So, and if you are a subscriber like Trisha, she's going to get a 6-minute reading instead of a 5-minute reading. Also, you are eligible for subscriber only Saturday. And on Saturday, you can get discounted pricing, $10 instead of $15 for a 5-minute reading. But anytime you donate $15 as a subscriber, you're going to get a 6-minute reading. But if you're not a subscriber, you are going to get a 5-minute reading, again, of your choice. I do psychic readings, I do mediumship readings, and I do human design readings. So if you're interested in clarity in a topic matter, that's the cards. I wish I could say, but I have to get back to work. That's okay, Trish. Not a problem. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for hanging out with me today, though. I appreciate you. But if you guys are interested, again, I do psychic readings where I give you give me the topic of what you want to get clarity or insight on. I channel a message, and then I pull some cards on the matter and see what the cards want you to know. I also do mediumship readings where I connect with your past loved ones. I do a direct connection. So that is when I get your donation, I ask you, who do you want to talk to? You give me their relationship, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, brother, sister, husband, wife, etc. From there, we'll get in a connection. If they don't have a traditional relationship with you, you just give me their first name only, nothing more, nothing less. And then we will get in contact with them. And then also we do human design readings, which is a reading all about you, what type of energy you have, how to work with your specific type of energy, and how to trust yourself when making decisions using your authority center. That would be a center in the body that you can lean on for advice on how to make decisions. But we are doing readings at this time. Thanks so much for being here. I do feel like this algorithm, like whatever this update has happened, because I updated my TikTok a couple days ago, and it feels like everything has kind of shifted. So I don't know if you guys feel the same way, if your algorithm feels correct to you or things like that. But it does feel like things have shifted, especially in the lives. The lives have definitely shifted. My timeline's still relatively the same, but it just feels like the lives have gotten different somehow. But we are doing readings. So if you guys are interested in readings, go ahead and submit your $15 donation to receive your 5-minute reading. Heck yeah. But thanks, guys, again for being here. For those of you who are here. Lindy, I got you. Thank you so much. I got you, Lindy. What type of reading are we doing for you? Just general. I'm feeling really stuck today. Okay, let's see what's going on. Your timestamp's going to be 2 hours and 13 minutes. All right, this is for Lindy Lou, Lindy Lou, Lindy Lou. Spirit, what does Lindy Lou need to know about feeling stuck? Spirit, what does Lindy Lou need to know about feeling stuck? Spirit, what does Lindy Lou need to know about feeling stuck? What's going on here? Oh, I feel like I need to take many naps. So I don't know if it's stuck or exhaustion. Because to me in my body, yeah, I feel a little stuck, but I feel tired mostly. Like that's the main feeling I have is exhaustion. I want to take a nap. I need to take some time to myself. Like I feel like I need me time. Okay, that's what it feels like very strongly to me. It's like I just need to take time for me. So hopefully that makes sense there. But the first card we have at the bottom of the deck is Temperance, patience, taking your time. She's very harmonic. She is Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the natural ruler of the ninth house of spirituality, of long distance travel, and for higher education. But this is the Archangel Raphael. This is the healing angel. So there is healing that's going to occur here. Whether you need to rest and recoup or you just need to take a moment to yourself. Either way, it just feels very, very good. It feels like I need this time. So I feel exhausted. I'm not actually tired, but I feel exhausted right now. Okay. So I do feel like you just need to take a break. Take a break. Let's see. Yes. Yeah, I definitely want you to take a moment, okay? Because you could be feeling out in the cold and desolate. You may be feeling like, I don't really know what my next move is going to be. Fives are conflict, and you got a lot of pentacles. A lot of pentacles. Pentacles are material gains, work, money, big ticket items such as houses and cars. But this makes me feel like I don't have enough. But the next card is saying, like, you may feel that way right now, but these two people are going to get helped. So these two people are these two people, okay, in traditional tarot. And she is helping these two people. So there is a karmic gift you're going to receive that somebody's going to see your worth and value, see what skill sets you bring forth. And it's going to be somebody's like, hey, let's go forth. Let's go do this thing. Let's go do this thing that you've wanted to do, which I feel refreshed by. I feel like, honestly, I need an oceanside vacation. That's what it feels like. So if you live by the ocean, or if you live in Michigan, you live by the lakes, they are inland seas. They are essentially mini oceans. Get there. Okay. Don't know my next move is, and it's causing sleepless nights. But there is going to be somebody that comes in that helps you, that puts you in the right direction. Do you notice like there's 3 people in both of these cards? A lot of these cards are very singular, but you have almost every card that has somebody else in it. So there's going to be somebody here that comes in and almost like saves the day. Whether that is your friends, your family members, a spouse. It just feels like somebody's going to come in and be like, hey, did you forget who you were? Did you forget who you were? Because we didn't forget. And they're going to remind you who you are and help you onward. So this could be somebody who's handing out a promotion because they see your worth and they see your value, or they see like, hey, we want you to do this next thing and we think you're the person for the job, even though you're feeling tired. You got 2 6s. That's big. 6 is another very big spiritual number, and 3 is as well. But 6s are harmony. They're harmonic. The 6 of Cups is the harmonic card. So when somebody like comes in and sees our worth, oh my goodness, Anila, you've been watching my other live. I had not yawned not one time. I feel like you're so tired. Like, girl, go take many naps if you can. If you have a time frame where you can take a nap for like 20 minutes to an hour, go do it. Because the way that I just feel ran down, But this is harmony. This is you filling your cup, giving it to your inner child. Biggest house in tarot. So as soon as somebody is helping you and recognizing that you may need help, or maybe you tell somebody like, hey, I need a little bit of help here, things are going to work out for you in a very good and productive and healthy way. Especially because it's going to lead to a whole ass new beginning. The Fool card is saying, I'm going to take a leap of faith on myself. I'm going to take a leap of faith on myself, and I'm going to land on my feet like I always do. The Sun is the most perceived positive sign you can have in tarot. There is no other card that is, or no other sign, that is positive as the Sun. The Sun is the biggest yes in tarot, the biggest sign of vitality, strength, knowing success is here, because the Fool has a lot of success in her cards. When I think about the color green, it makes me think of the heart space. So leading heart first, like what is it that you want to do? Especially because her chest is kind of leading the way. Her hips more or less, but it's like her hips and her chest are ready to take that leap, ready to take that fall. So don't be afraid of the next chapter, because the next chapter, somebody's going to come in and give you the help that you're needing. That's going to lead to a lot of harmony in your life, a lot of smooth moves in your life. Okay. So Lindy Lou, I hope that makes sense. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for submitting your $15 donation to receive your 5-minute reading. And I really do appreciate you. And I really do hope that helps, my love. All righty. So we are waiting on the next donation to come through. Julia, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Lindy Lou, for all the likes. Thank you so much, darling. But I definitely feel like you need like an oceanside like vacation. Like I feel like that's gonna be beneficial for you. Oh my gosh, Julia, you gave me your first ever gift. Thank you so much. That's so kind. If you decide to get a reading here today, my drive to the beach this weekend, you should, Lindy Lou. If you decide to donate $15 to receive a 5-minute reading because you sent in your first gift, I'll throw in an additional minute for free for you. So you'll get a 6-minute reading instead of a 5-minute reading. But in order to submit your donation, you do need to submit a $15 donation to receive your 5-minute reading. Okay. This is how you do it. I can't really speak too much about it or too loudly about it because they will restrict my life. But if you want to do a private reading as well, this is how you can set up a private reading right from here. That's the first link. And I always record my readings on, guys, you want to learn some sign language? Perfect. I'll teach you some sign language. Y. And this is the letter T. So if you catch my drift, I'll give you a timestamp. You can always watch your reading. You'll always have access to it. But thank you again so much there, Julia. I really appreciate you sending in that first gift. Hi, Riley. I don't know if you're still here because it only looks like we have 2 people here. But hi, Riley. Welcome in. Because this last hour is getting like no traction. Lordy Lord. Just kidding. It's getting all the traction it needs, Spirit, because we're successful. We're successful at our job. We do our best. Hell yes. Thank you for liking the live, Julia. Appreciate you. All right, guys, we are waiting on our next donation to come in. Waiting for the next donation. What type? Hi, KP. But if you're interested in a reading, we have an opening right now. There is no wait. So go ahead and get your donation in. $15 gets you a 5-minute reading of your choice. I do psychic readings. I do mediumship readings. I do human design readings. So any of those readings are available right now, and there's an opening right now as well. So go ahead and submit that donation. And if you're looking for clarity or insight, I gotcha. That's a psychic reading with the cards. I channel a message and I pull cards. I do mediumship readings as well, where I connect with people who've passed away into the spiritual realm. Madison, I got you. Thank you so much. And then I also do human design readings, which human design is all about you. It's a chart reading about your energy. What type of energy do you have? How do you work with that type of energy? And how do you trust yourself when making decisions? All righty. So Madison, whenever you're back in, let me know what type of reading we're doing for you. And then guys, after Madison, we don't have anyone else. So get on the Linktree link. I didn't mean to say that word, but submit your $15 donation. Can we do a psychic reading on my sister's current IVF round? So I don't tap into other people's energy. Unfortunately, Madison, I have to have their consent. It's just really how I work. I only work with consent. So without her consent, I can't read into her energy. But we can do a reading about you, about something that is affecting your energy or you have questions about, things like that. Oh, we're watching together. Okay, so does she have a TikTok? Can she get on to her own TikTok? Because if she does, have her go on to her TikTok and then come in here, and then we'll do a reading for her for sure. No, she doesn't have TikTok. If you can't do it, I totally understand. The thing is, it just makes me feel like I I gotta stay with the consent, I'm just, I feel like it's okay. I feel like it's okay. So we'll go ahead and we'll do it. What's their sister's name? Julia, thank you for the tiny diny. Abby. Okay, let's check it out. If you want to give Abby the phone, though, so she can text since this is for her, and she can respond through you, in that way, it might be faster because I already feel like I'm tired of being poked. Like I feel so fed up with being poked. That's immediately what I feel. Your timestamp is 2 hours and 25 minutes. This is Abby. Perfect. Hello, Abby. My name's Melody. Nice to meet you. I'm just doing some cleansing breaths right here. All right, Spirit, this is for Abby, Abby. Spirit, what does Abby need to know about this IVF round? Spirit, what does Abby need to know about this IVF round? Spirit, what does Abby need to know about this IVF round? Again, the first initial feeling is like, I am so tired of being poked. Like, I'm so tired of needles in my butt. I'm so tired of it in my sides. I'm so tired of it. Like, I feel like I've been poked for a lifetime. And I feel like I'm just so over it. It's going to be worth it if this takes, which we're going to look into. But it just feels like right now it's just like, literally like being poked. That came out as I'm complaining about being poked. That is so funny. Absolutely, she says. I want to do one more shuffle here. And we're going to pull some cards here because that's just the initial feeling. Is like, I feel excited too. I feel excitable. So I do feel like I'm very hopeful of this taking. We do have the Eight of Cups though. So the Eight of Cups is a card of saying like we're walking away from something that might be emotional for us, and it might be coming to a head in September. So we might be moving on to something in September, whether we conceive and we move forward in September. But there's big energy in September because that's the next eclipses, and that is an eclipse right there. So this is indicative of that. But you might have been trying since March, because March is also the other eclipses here. Let's see what's going on. I want a clarifier on that. So I am going to say I do think this is going to take this round. And this is why I don't typically do pregnancy readings, though, because they can go either way. But I do feel like this round is going to take because we have the Six of Pentacles, karmic gifts. We're going to trust our intuition. We're going to trust what our body's doing. And we have the Six of Wands, which is the card of victory. But right after the Six of Wands, we have the Heartbreak card. And then we have the Judgment card, which is like leveling up to the gates of heaven. And I clarified it with the moon. Again, more eclipses here. But there's something happening in the background that is causing unseen circumstances, unknown enemies. It's causing growth and evolution, and it's going to cause wisdom. So I do feel like it's going to take, but part of me makes me feel like I hate to say it, but there might be a miscarriage. I'm so sorry to say it. Especially with like these cards together. And then being confirmed by the moon here. But I do feel like something is going to take, but by September, there's some big change. Something might be happening in September. So, and it doesn't feel like it has anything to do with you or your body. It just feels like, it just didn't work, just didn't take. We had a miscarriage with our last baby as well. I'm so sorry to hear that, my love. I'm so sorry. It can be really hard news, and this is, something that you want. It's something that you've been blessed to want to have and be able to do, because IVF is very expensive every time you do it. And it's not like, okay, you pay this one time and we're going to get you till you get pregnant and you have a baby. We're going to do this round, as you know. And I do think the round's going to take. It just doesn't feel like it's going to work out. And by September, because this is here as well, walking away. So that you could say, hey, we're done with IVF here. It might be your last round that you do. I want more cards, though. I'm going to read more cards because we got more time. So we're going to do more cards here. You're going to walk away with knowledge and experience, okay? The 10 of Pentacles is walking away with knowledge and experience to a whole new beginning, okay? I really feel like advocacy. I just feel that way, like your experiences with IVF, how it went for you. I really hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong, Madison. I don't typically hope I'm wrong, but for this case, I do hope I'm wrong. But I do see you being an advocate for people doing IVF, or like making sure everyone knows like the actual results or the actuality, the reality of IVF, what it takes, what it can do, what there is a guarantee for, what there is no guarantee for. But that feels like to me like a new thing that you're going to do. And I feel like you're going to make money off of it, but I don't feel like that's the goal of it. But I just feel like I feel like you have a great support system. Hi, Julie. I feel like you have a great support system, and I feel like you can really rely on this support system. So if I'm correct, which I really hope I'm not, you can really lean on your family and your friends, and even with your spouse. I really feel like with your spouse, like whoever maybe you're doing this on your own, but like if you have a spouse, I feel really supported by them as well. I feel really like, when I think about spouse for you, I feel like you have a good person in your life. Man, woman, it feels like a man, but I feel like this is somebody who is going to be holding your hand through the hard times and not judging you, not making you feel bad. And if you are doing this on your own, just know like this person feels very present to me, and probably is going to come in. But I'm so sorry, Abby. I'm bummed for you. I'm so sorry. But keep trying, of course. Keep going, because I do think it is going to hit. And just, we can only hope for the best from there. Okay. My heart goes out to you, though. Like, truly. You're very welcome, Abby. I'm so sorry. I can't sugarcoat things. I got to tell you how I get them, unfortunately. But we'll see what happens. Keep me informed in September. Let me know what happens. If you feel good enough. If you don't want to share with it, totally fair. But let me know if I'm wrong. I'm rooting to be wrong. I'm gonna be wrong. But I gotta read the cards as it comes and things coming in. But I do feel like if it doesn't take, I feel like this might be your last round. All right, guys, we are waiting on the next donation to come through. If you're interested in a reading, it is a $15 donation for a 5-minute reading. Again, we do psychic readings, mediumship readings, and human design readings. So if you're interested in any of those readings, we got time and availability. I'm trying to be on for at least a half hour longer. So if you're interested in getting clarity or insight on a matter, that's a card reading, psychic reading. If you are wanting connection with somebody who's passed away in the spiritual realm, that is a mediumship reading. And I also do human design readings, which is a chart reading all about your energy, what type of energy you possess, how you work specifically with your type of energy, and how to trust yourself when making decisions. Thank you, Spirit, for being here. Anyone who's new here, Spirit does make me burp. All right. So part of me feels like I want to restart this live. All right, so I think I'm going to restart it. I'll be right back, guys. Follow me if you'd like. I'd appreciate a follow. Otherwise, I will be right back to continue on for hopefully a half hour more. So BRB. All right, we're restarting here, YouTube. All righty, we back in action again. Hello, guys. Hello, hello, hello. My name is Melody. I am a clairvoyant medium who can see, feel, and hear spirit. And if you are interested in a 5-minute reading of your choice, I do psychic readings, mediumship readings, and human design readings. So if you are interested in a reading, I do readings here live on air. All you have to do is submit a $15 donation, and you're going to receive a 5-minute reading of your choice. Again, psychic readings, mediumship readings, human design readings. I do it all. Kayla, thank you so much for coming back again. You've been in my last 3 lives. I really appreciate you coming back, girl. Like, really, truly, I do. So thank you so much for that. Hello, Leah. Hello, hello, hello. Thanks, Kate, for liking the live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Guys, if you are interested in a reading, that's what we're doing here live today on air. So go ahead and submit your $15 donation, and you're going to be the next person that gets a reading. There is no wait at this time. So come on in, get that reading going by submitting that $15 donation. Hello, 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 hello. Glad to see you here. Hi, Mindy. I haven't seen you in a second. Welcome in. Hello, hello. All right, guys, we're just getting out to the algorithm. We restarted this live. This is the 3rd time I've restarted my live today. But we're waiting for that algorithm to pick us up, to put us further into where we need to be. So we have more viewers here. But I do readings here live on air. I do psychic readings, mediumship readings, and human design readings. Oh, I didn't know that had started. Okay. Literally, I have an alarm to tell you, Hi, Lisa. Welcome in. And remember, if you are a subscriber like Lisa is, you're going to get a 6-minute reading instead of a 5-minute reading for your $15 donation. Also, they are eligible for subscriber only Saturdays. And also on Saturdays, we do discount our readings. So if you want a 5-minute reading, it's $10. But anytime you donate $15 or more, you're always going to get a 6-minute reading for being a subscriber. That's the benefits. The benefits. I don't know why I am the way I am. I'm just silly. All right, guys. Hey, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you guys here today. I'm going to be on for another about 25 minutes roundabout. So if you're interested in a reading, now's the time to get on. There is no wait. There is no wait. And I wish I could get out into the ether, into the algorithm. Hey, Carla, welcome back. Thanks for coming back to us as well. Appreciate you. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to shuffle cards for a moment. All right, guys, if you're here hanging out with me today, if you don't mind tapping that screen, sending likes this way, it does get me further out into the algorithm. So go ahead and submit. Oops. Go ahead and tap that screen, get those likes going, if you don't mind. Hi, Angel. Welcome in. And if anyone's interested in a reading, it is a $15 donation for 5 minutes. We have an opening at this time. So get your donations in now. Again, I'm only going to be on for about another 20-ish minutes, give or take a minute or two. My name is Melody. I am a clairvoyant medium who can see, feel, and hear spirit. If you've never seen my face before, hi, hello. I'm so glad to see you here today. Thank you so much for joining us. We do have a vacancy on the list at this time, so there is no wait. You're going to get your reading right away. Hi, Nicole, again. Thanks for being here again, my love. But you are going to get your reading right away. There is no wait. So go ahead and get your donation in. And get that 5-minute reading. Let's get you some clarity. Let's get you some insight with a psychic reading. If you want connection with somebody who's passed away in the spiritual realm, let's do a mediumship reading. Or if you want to know yourself through the lens of human design, girl, please, let's do it. Human design is my favorite modality to give because it is all about you, your specific type of energy that you have. How do you work with your specific type of energy the most effective way? And how do you learn to trust yourself when making decisions? That is what human design is all about. So if you're interested in that, again, everything is a $15 donation for your 5-minute reading. You can check out here in order to submit that donation, just as a little synopsis there here for you. So feel free to get on the list in that way. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate you so much. So yeah, let's go ahead and do it. I'm only going to be on for about 20 more minutes. So get on the list by submitting your donation here. And then we're going to get your 5-minute reading underway. Hell yeah, dude. Hi, Jen again. Hello. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you guys so much. Hi, Kyla. Hi, Angel again. All right. We just hanging out, waiting for the next donation to come through. But I hope everyone is hanging out today. Hope everyone's having a lovely day and that you are enjoying this beautiful Wednesday. Now, we did have some weird storm that didn't actually hit, but I heard thunder about it. So something was going on. Some thunderousness was happening here in my neighborhood. But no actual rain. So I might end up mowing my lawn today. We'll see what happens. Especially because we have some guy coming to do an inspection of some sorts on our garage door. So that's going to be fun. I literally was talking about a garage door. My partner just... Oh! All right. So... looks like we all lucked out. I got to get off early. So I got to honestly put a bra on. So I will be back on tomorrow. That technician is on their way right now, so I do have to go. So fortunately, we didn't have anyone in line, so that's great as of now. But I love you guys all, and I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, enjoy your Wednesday. I love you all. Okay, bye.